Hey guys, what's up? So today I want to do my 2020 final roster prediction for the New England Patriots. And what I did is I put all the players together, and I put the ones who I think are going to make the team, and then ones who are going to make the practice squad on the list, and the others just not on the list who I think are going to get cut. Alright, so let's start with the quarterbacks. I have Cam Newton, Jarrett Stidham, Brian Hoyer, and on practice squad I have Brian Lewerke. I think Cam Newton starts here just because he's the highest ceiling out of everybody here and the most overall experience. But I think the person with the most experience in the system is Brian Hoyer. But I don't think he's really going to see any game time just because he's skill-wise. He's more really of a good backup, kind of like coaching a younger quarterback, or just as like a real emergency guy. And I think there's also a good chance that Jarrett Stidham starts as well, just because he's a young guy, a lot of potential, and has been in the system for a year. So I think, this is the spot that's getting the most attention right now in the media, and, because Cam Newton, really, but it's really a quarterback battle, and anything could happen, because it is Bill Belichick. So, who knows? Next, I want to talk about the wide receivers. I have Julian Edelman, N'Keal Harry, Mohamed Sanu, Jacoby Myers, Gunnar Olszewski, and Jeff Thomas, Devin Ross, and Damiere Byrd. I really like Devin Ross. He's showing a lot of potential at practice and is really standing out among the receivers. And this is a guy nobody really expected to do much. So I think it's pretty cool that this guy's starting to look like a good receiver for our team. And I think Gunnar Olszewski is going to make a big jump this year. I think he's going to play a lot better. He's playing really good at practice, too. He looks very sharp out there. And Jeff Thomas, really athletic guy. He's been out from practice for a couple days for some personal issues, but today he was spotted at practice, so that is a good thing. And I also want to know Will Hastings, who I have on the practice squad, had a very good connection with Jarrett Stidham in college. So if Jarrett Stidham starts, there's a good chance we might keep Will Hastings, too, on the normal team. Next position I want to talk about is the running backs. I have Sony Michel, James White, Rex Burkhead, Lamar Miller, Damian Harris. And then on practice squad, I have J.J. Taylor. I think Sony Michel might not start this season, but I think eventually he will come back. Hopefully his foot gets better because I think he still has a lot of potential. He played really good his first year. Obviously, second year we didn't have as good of an offensive line, so it shows how big of an impact the offensive line has. And then Damian Harris is getting a huge workload in practice, and I think he's going to get a lot more playing time this year and hopefully show some potential. Next position is fullback. I only have one player on the team here, and that's Jakob Johnson. And he played really good last year until he got injured, and I think he'll be really good for our team and help us out a lot. Next position is tight ends, and this was a pretty tough one to do since we haven't had it's a lot of young guys, unproved guys. So right now, this is subject to change. I will do an update video on how I did with my roster predictions. So, but right now, I have Devin Asiasi, Dalton Keene, Ryan Izzo, Rashad Berry, Jake Burt, and on practice squad, Paul Butler and Alex Ellis. This one is probably the one I'm most iffy about. I know for sure Devin Asiasi, Dalton Keene, and Izzo are making the team, but I'm not so sure about the other guys, but I just kind of went with how they're ranked right now. Next position I want to talk about is offensive line. Right now, I have Isaiah Wynn, Joe Thuney, David Andrews, Shaq Mason, Yadni Kajust, Corey Cunningham, Tyler Gauthier, Mike Onwenu, Hajate Froholt, and Jermaine Illuminor. And on practice squad, I have Justin Herron. Right now, my biggest hope is that David Andrews is healthy again, because without him, Ted Karras did great, don't get me wrong, but he's not David Andrews. So, I think hopefully he's healthy and ready to go and can make a big impact again. And Joe Thuney, who we just franchise tagged, hopefully we can get an extension with him because he is a really key player to our team. Next position I want to talk about, well, it's not really a position, it's team, special teams. I have kicker for Justin Rohrhauser, punter Jake Bailey, punt returner Mohamed Sanu, and kick returner Demir Bird. Some of them, it could be Olszewski, who knows. But I think hopefully Justin Rohrhauser can be good at kicking, obviously replacing Steven Gostkowski. Well, really Nick Folk, but Steven Gostkowski was the guy before he got injured. But hopefully Rohrhauser can have as good of a rookie year as Jake Bailey. The next position I want to talk about are the linebackers. Right now I have Brandon Copeland, Jawan Bentley, Chase Winovich, Josh Uch, Cash Maluia, Derek Rivers, Anthony Jennings, Therese Hall, and Shalik Calhoun. And then on the practice squad I have Scooter Harris. Last year, Chase Winovich was really good. I hope he can build off that and become an even better player, make that second-year leap. And Brandon Copeland, who we signed off the Jets not too long ago, really good player, really athletic guy, hopefully can play a big role on our defense and make a big impact. Next position I want to talk about is defensive line. I have Lawrence Guy, Adam Butler, John Simon, Dietrich Schweiss Jr., Bo Allen, Nick Thurman, Bill Murray, and Byron Cowart. And on the practice squad, I have Darius Kilgo. Lawrence Guy, man, great player, kind of a fan favorite in New England. Adam Butler should get even better. And John Simon, who had a pretty good impact, was in a lot of plays last year, so hopefully he'll make some improvements too. And Bo Allen, who we just signed from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, should be a pretty good addition to our defense. Next position I want to talk about is the cornerbacks. And I have Stephon Gilmore, Defensive Player of the Year, Jason McCourty, J.C. Jackson, Jonathan Jones, Joejuan Williams, Justin Bethel, Michael Jackson, and then on practice squad, D'Angelo Ross and Miles Bryant. Stephon Gilmore hopefully has just as good of a year, if not a better year. And then J.C. Jackson, who's number 2 among all quarterbacks, hopefully should have another great year and hopefully improve as well. And then guys like Joejuan Williams, who didn't play a big role in his rookie year, hopefully he can make an impact this year. Final position I'd like to talk about is the safeties. I actually have us keeping everybody who we have signed right now. Adrian Phillips, Devin McCourty, Terrence Brooks, Kyle Duggar, and Cody Davis. Man, Kyle Duggar right now in practice is making a pretty big impact. He's getting picks left and right. So hopefully he'll play as big of a role on our defense in the regular season as he is right now in practice. Well, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and comment down below what you want me to do for my next video. I'm always open to suggestions. Thank you.